Hello, and welcome to the Lesson 8 case study for 7411 Administering Windows Server 2012 R2. Okay, so in this case study, we have Bill, who's a network administrator for Wingtip Toys, who is employing a domain name system server strategy. A domain name system server, also known as a DNS server, helps resolve IP addresses into host names and vice versa. So for example, if you open up Internet Explorer, the Internet Explorer browser, and you go to the address bar and you type in a URL, Uniform Resource Locator, say you type in www.contoso.com, that's a domain name. That domain name actually exists, and the website that domain name relates to, all those files actually exist on a web server that is located someplace on the internet. And that web server actually has an IP address. And that's how your browser ultimately finds the website and the necessary files to load into the web page, to load into the browser rather, to create the web page. Right? That's called domain name resolution. So when a user on a organization's network, like Wingtip Toys' network, needs to access the internet, the user will use a domain name system server to help resolve the domain name to the IP address, and then ultimately find that website. So the domain name system server that accesses and resolves IP addresses over the internet really should be segregated as per Bill's DNS strategy. That domain name server that just accesses the internet should be segregated from the domain name servers that help users find local network resources, because there are also DNS servers that help users locate resources on a network. So in this case study, Bill is actually performing a strategy where he's segregating the servers, the domain name servers that access the internet, from the ones that actually access the local resources. And this could have many benefits. One benefit is that the hackers who are out there on that main network, the internet, won't have such a great chance of getting into the local network through an internal DNS server, because the internal DNS server will actually forward requests out to the ISP's web server and domain name system server. So you'll have that kind of like that firewall almost between the internal network and the internet. So that domain name system server that's internal really does create a lot of extra security for a organization's network. So this case study goes a little bit into that, and also how to prevent malicious individuals from actually accessing your network.